Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Adam from One Impulsive Gamer, and today we're going to delve into Antiquities, the newest world skills introduced with the Greymoor expansion for the Elder Scrolls Online. The Antiquities system brings new life to every zone in the game and gives players a great way to make heaps of gold and find new and interesting furnishings like this Riven King's throne and the Shrine to Boethia. If you aren't part of a trading guild, but you want to save up the gold for a house or a nice set of gear, the Antiquities system is a great way to do it. The Antiquities system has a lot to love, but its introductory quest line isn't one of them. It doesn't do enough to explain what you do once you're set out on your own, so in this video, I'll show you everything you need to know. Stick around to the end of the video to see the advanced tips and tricks that'll have you raking in more gold than you'll ever need. Now before we get started, don't forget to like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more from One Impulsive Gamer. If you need help with something specific, or you already know the basics and just want the tips, check out the timestamps below. From the Solitude Way Shrine, make your way to the Antiquarian Circle building. Here, you'll talk to Verida Numida and pick up the starting quest line. Verida will give you the Antiquarian's Eye. This will be the most important item for an antiquarian, so make sure you quick slot it. Verida will then send you down the stairs to learn Scrying from Gabrielle. Gabrielle will give you a basic lead. You can press J to bring up your journal and navigate to the Scrying tab to pick it out. Scry the lead and then return to Gabrielle. She'll then have you go outside to the courtyard to excavate. Dig up the bottle of proving and return to Verida. Once you've done this, you'll be free to begin excavating around Tamriel. If you own all DLCs or just have ESO Plus, then there's a minimum of 312,500 gold to be had, and that's before using Antiquities for any gold farming. Each region will have 3 treasure leads that you can obtain without having to do any searching. These will be the best place to start. To begin, go to any zone and press J to bring up your journal, then navigate to the Scrying tab. This tab will show you all available leads in each region. You begin each zone with a free beginner level lead. When you complete this lead, you'll be given the advanced level lead for the zone. Completing the advanced lead for the first time in a zone will give you the challenging lead for that area. You'll need to complete all of these in all 34 zones to make the most of Antiquities, so it isn't really worth XP grinding until you've done that. Completing each of these leads just once will reward you with 212,500 gold, not including any bonus items. So where do you get the last 100,000 gold? Stay tuned and I'll tell you. So now that you've decided what lead you want to find, you'll need to know how to find it. You'll begin by scrying the lead. You start with your Antiquarian's Eye full of random symbols and 6 glowing foci. Your goal is to connect all 6 foci from a starting point at the bottom. You do this by linking symbols of the same type that appear next to a symbol you already have. This will become more difficult with each difficulty of lead. You're given 3 abilities to help you. Each one costs 1 magicka charge, shown at the top of the eye, which regenerate as you claim symbols. Coalescence is by far your most important skill. It allows you to turn all symbols in an area into the one you click on. This will let you claim many more symbols at once, vastly reducing the amount of turns needed to complete the scry. Dilation will claim all symbols of the same type that are touching a symbol you control. This one's harder to use though because it can be a bit unreliable. It's not really worth using a magicka charge on over something like Coalescence. Lastly, Farsight will let you reach out and claim a line of symbols starting from one that you already control. This can be helpful for reaching to a lone focus or setting up for a big Coalescence. When you finish scrying, it's time to excavate. If you captured all 6 foci, your map will give you an area that your antiquity can appear in. If you missed a focus or 2, you'll be given multiple possible areas. Only one will contain the antiquity. The others will each have a single bonus item. When you enter an area, use the Antiquarian's Eye that you quick-slotted. An orb of light will appear to guide you to the dig site. You can use this every 30 seconds if you're having trouble finding the site. Once you've found it, it's time for the digging minigame. Begin by using your auger skill to try and find where the item is buried. This is basically a game of hot or cold. If the tile you click on appears red, then you're far away from the antiquity. Yellow, and you're within 2 spaces of it. Green, and you're spot on. I normally begin by clicking on where I hope the item will be. Once you've found it, you can use your brush to uncover it. Each time you use your brush, you'll generate 1 insight. You can use 2 insight to use your heavy shovel or your trowel for a turn. The trowel will dig down by multiple layers at a time, and the shovel will dig 1 layer in a 3x3 area. Be aware though, each of these abilities has a chance to damage the antiquity. If the antiquity breaks, you'll have to find a new dig site and try again. Now onto the more advanced stuff. Once you've completed all of your beginner and advanced level leads, you may still need to increase your scrying skill level before you can scry the difficult and higher leads. You can do this with the leads that you come across during the course of your normal gameplay, but if you want to do it faster, this is what you can do. Pick a small zone. I'd suggest either Strasmakai or Betnik. Both zones are incredibly small, and you can scry your beginner and advanced level leads there very quickly. Each time you complete both of them, you'll earn 4 scrying XP and a minimum of 1250 gold. At Strasmakai or Betnik, it should only take you about 5 minutes to do a loop. You can run this loop as many times as you'd like, or until you have the level that you're after. I would suggest starting in one area and working it until you find its furnishing lead, then moving on to the next. But there's no reason you can't just put on a podcast and run the same loop ad nauseum. Reached level 10 scrying? Good. Now it's time for the big payday. Once you've finished every single treasure lead in the game, that's 34 separate beginner, advanced, and difficult leads each, return to the Antiquarian Circle in Solitude. Proceed up the stairs to this cabinet and interact with the glowing coins. If you don't see the coins, you haven't finished every treasure lead. The coins will give you an ultimate difficulty lead for the Al-Esh Ascension coin. This is a treasure item worth 100,000 gold. It'll be difficult to scry and harder to dig, but once you have it, it's payout time. Now that your skills are maxed out, you'll have an easy time following the leads that you can find for furnishings and mythic items. If you want to see a guide for the Ring of the Wild Hunt, check out the card linked here. Leave a comment if you want to see a video on a different item. Anytime you need a quick gold infusion, don't forget to go back to Strasmakai or Betnik and complete your beginner and advanced lead loop again for more cash. Remember, you can find leads just about anywhere. Treasure chests, bosses, and pickpocketing are just a few of the ways to find more, so don't be afraid to explore for a while if you're coming up a little empty. Now that's all I've got for you today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more from One Impulsive Gamer.